Hi everyone, welcome to Ways Out Back. So as you know, this channel is all about camping, cargo trailer conversions, making them into nice little campers. And so now we're going to take our little cargo trailer here, our camper, and we're going to take it on a little bit of an expedition. So what we're going to do is we're planning on leaving, we're right now we're living in London, Ontario. And we're going to leave London, Ontario in a couple days. And we're going to head all the way over to Colorado. And then we're going to spend maybe a week in Colorado. Then go over into Utah. Heading up into Wyoming. Maybe a little bit of Montana. And then back. So it's going to be, 3-4 weeks. We'll see. But it should be exciting. And it'll give us a good chance to try out this cargo trailer a little more long term, It's nice to go for short camping trips. It's perfect for that. But how's it going to be long term? We're going to see. So to get it ready for this trip, we've made some modifications to the trailer. I'll show you that in a bit. But first of all, let me show you the route that we're going to take. So this is how we're going to get there. So let me bring you in here. Okay, day one. We're going right from London. We're going to cross the border, London, Ontario, so Canada. Coming across the border, Port Huron. Cut across Michigan here underneath Chicago. All the way to Iowa. In Iowa, we're going to stop in Des Moines. Just overnight, probably just at a Walmart or maybe a campsite, but probably just a Walmart because we'll be getting in late. Next day, we're heading off into Nebraska. There's a nice little campsite right here, real close to the highway. We'll see. Otherwise, we'll just do another Walmart. We'll see, or Cracker Barrel, something like that. A free camping just overnight, just to get some sleep. From there, we're heading right into Colorado. Now, once we're in Colorado, let me show you what we've got here on my iPad. So here you can see all the stops that we want to make. So what I did is I've marked out all the campsites. I'm going to try and do 99% of our camping, just dispersed camping, BLM land, state parks, that sort of thing, places that are just free camping. So here we come in right from Denver. We're going to hit a nice little campsite here. Then we're going over here, Capitol Peak. Anyways, I can't go through all these, but you can see we're going to cut through. Mesa Verde will be the last one in Colorado. Then we're going to jump over to Valley of the Gods, Utah, head up. We're going to do Needles Overlook, Wedges, do some Slot Canyon hiking here. Then from Utah, we're cutting up to Grand Teton up here. Here across the way, there's some nice camping there. Then here's Yellowstone. So the one thing we've got is a little bit of a problem is probably the south entrance won't be open by the time we're there because we'll be at the beginning of May. So what we're going to do is probably jot around, come up here to the west entrance of Yellowstone, and that should be open early May. So we'll probably do some dispersed camping right outside the entrance here, and then come in and then see some of the sights in Yellowstone. After that, just jump across Bighorn National Forest. Then we're going to see Mount Rushmore, then the Badlands, and then home. So that should be a pretty good trip. It should take us, that's quite a ways around, through, up, and then across again. I think we're thinking 3 or 4 weeks, but we'll see how it goes. We don't really have a dead set time. We're just going to try and make it the best we can. So a few of the modifications I've done, first of all, inside, finished painting. I've got all the cupboards painted, the drawers painted up. Same with these cupboards up front, they're all painted. Nothing really big changed in here, just a few hooks, just convenient stuff. Put a grill down here on that little fan. The bigger changes, the modifications I've done have been outside. So let's jump outside and I'll show you what I've done out there. Okay, so a few of the upgrades that we've done since we've last posted. So I've installed an awning up here. It's an 8-foot Smitty built bag awning. Works pretty good, but we'll get into that. I've got a video about how I installed it and everything. We'll get into that later. I also put this little drip rail on the end of the door here. Just a piece of aluminum just riveted on there. I found what was happening is the water was running over top and then down and then it was running inside, so that should help that problem a little bit. underneath the trailer, I added some of my piping. You can see there. So that's my sink, catches my shower, and then I've just got a 90 over there, and that just goes into my portable gray water tank that I use. So this is probably the modification or the project that I'm most proud of. When we're camping, often, you know, like you fill up your water tank, but you either need a big water tank with a lot of weight because you use quite a bit of water, or I've made this little system. So this system, it's a water filtration unit, and I'll get into it a little bit more maybe at a different time. But basically what I did is I took a couple plug ends and I've made it so that my extension cord that I always carry, you know, if I'm in a powered campground, I can just use that to run this little pump that's in here. It runs through the cartridge filter. It's got one of these Expanda hoses in it. So basically you just plug one in here into a short hose that goes into the water, comes through this strainer into the pump. After it goes through the pump, into the cartridge filter, comes out, and then you can fill up your water tank for your trailer. So I'll cover this a little bit more. I want to test it out, try it a little bit before I go and do a video on it. But this, I'm quite happy with this little project here. So that's one of the modifications. Let me show you now the truck. I did a little bit of a change there with the charging system. So here's the next upgrade I did. I put in this DC to DC battery charger. An alternator doesn't really charge your trailer batteries properly. What happens is it doesn't charge them high enough. It cuts out at a certain voltage, or it won't do like these chargers. These have like a peak charge when you need full on charging. Then it's got a trickle charge, like a float charge. It's a program that's built into here. This one, just due to the size of my wires, I think, it puts out about 12 amps max. I don't think I've gotten anything more than 12 amps out of it. It does say 40 amps, but it's nowhere close to that. And I think it's because of my wire size. So anyways, we're going to try it out. I didn't have my alternator hooked up to charge my trailer batteries before, so this is something new, and we're going to see how that works. I'll keep you posted on that. Well, that's it. We're back inside now. So I hope that gave you a little preview of what's to come. We've got, if you're into camping, if you're into cargo trailer camping, you know, kind of a smaller trailer where we can get into those little lakes, you know, way in the backwoods a little bit. We've got a lot of really nice campsites to coming up, and we're going to be putting this little cargo trailer through its paces. So please follow along. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and subscribe for more to come. We've got a lot more videos coming.